All right, there we go. We have it. We're gonna go ahead and let it drip all over the place first, just a little bit, because sometimes when you're building strong relationships, mess happens. Béarnaise sauce and building strong relationships. Well, they go together hand in hand. Vinny, can you tell us how?
Well, Béarnaise sauce takes time. And just like any relationship, it takes time to build.
That's the exact direction I was going in. This was not scripted at all. You nailed that. I am so impressed right now. I wasn't sure if we were gonna have him talk in this, but that worked flawlessly. So that's exactly it, Vinny. We're gonna go through, it's a French sauce, a lot of butter, egg yolks. It goes wonderful with steak. So we're gonna walk you guys through that and how it correlates to building strong relationships with everybody in your field. So first and foremost, Vin, we're gonna go ahead and you just want 3 egg yolks. And go ahead and whisk that up. I always make sure I have a little bit of ice. That way you don't want it to get too hot and the eggs start to kind of curdle up. It's important to have some ice. You can kind of see how we do it. So first and foremost, Vin, I'm gonna go ahead and get these egg yolks, as you can see right here. We're gonna put them into our blender right over here. Nice and simple. Just a quick splash of water. All right, now we're gonna go ahead and pulse this side of it, all right? Really simple. Building strong relationships. Talking to real estate agents, talking to financial advisors, just networking and doing all of that. It does require a tremendous amount of patience, and there are steps to that process. You don't just get to walk in and build the best relationship ever because of your name or who you might be or the fact that you're a loan officer. Nobody cares, right? When you go to talk to these financial advisors, these agents, how many other loan officers are just jumping right in? Yeah, I'm a great LO, I'll close your loan super fast. Everyone's saying the same thing. Now there's ways to really separate yourself. There's ways to really build those strong relationships, but it takes a lot of time, just like making Béarnaise sauce. Now while we wait on a couple things here, Vin, I want you to go ahead and start cutting up the shallots. You do need shallots for this. You want a 1/4 cup of white wine vinegar and also a 1/4 cup of some dry white wine. I'm using a Sauvignon Blanc for this. Now, on top of that, you want a teaspoon of lemon right here. So I'm gonna go ahead and squeeze that lemon into one of these for now. And a full cup of butter is what you need. I'm gonna turn it to the stove real quick over here. We're gonna go and put one of the saucepans, we're gonna put our full stick of butter. Keep it nice and low. In the other saucepan, we are gonna put our wine, our vinegar, and our lemon juice in. Some people like to add peppercorn. I do mine a little bit different at the end there. All right, hold on, that butter's too hot. I don't think that, hold on, we're good. All right, now while we're letting those go ahead and get up to temperature and boil up just a little bit, we can now add the shallots. It looks like, Vince, you are done with those.
Yes, sir.
How was the patience in cutting those?
My eyes. Aside from that, we're good, John.
Take some time, right? Take
Yes.
some time. So go ahead and dump it in the vinegar side of things, please. Thank you, sir. Now, you look, it's really simple. You just want them to boil up just a little bit. And here's the really important part. When we get back to this blender over here, you're gonna wanna make sure that it's not curdling. That's why we have the ice next to us. You can throw in an ice cube if you start to feel that way and see things. But again, it's all about the details. Building these strong relationships with your real estate agents. Do you pay attention to the details? Or do you go in there self-serving thinking about yourself? See, that's what a lot of us do when we go to network and build relationships. We're thinking, how do I look in front of this other person? You gotta get out of that mindset. You gotta go in there and say, what kind of value can I provide? How can I be patient walking into this conversation? How can I not be too overly excited to meet somebody? How can I not look at that person and make them feel like, oh, please send me business, I want it so bad. No one wants to do business with somebody that wants it that badly. It's psychology. But if you go in and you have a process and you're patient and you have all the right ingredients right in front of you, you would be shocked on the types of relationships you can build long term. These aren't your quick 1-year relationships. These are relationships that can last you a lifetime. So many loan officers in this country have built their brand off of strong, powerful relationships that have taken them 10, 15, 20 years into the future. Now, are you willing to put in the same work? All right, we're gonna check on our sauce. It smells fantastic. it looks even better. First thing you're gonna grab is you're gonna go ahead and grab the vinegar that you did first, right? The wine, the vinegar, the lemon mix, the shallots that you put in here. All right, now pay very close attention. Use a strainer over the top, and you wanna pay close attention. Go slow, pay attention, make sure it's not curdling. If it does, got your ice cubes on standby, so if any, then you be prepared for the ice cubes. Pay close attention just in case so we don't screw this up. Just like building a big relationship, right?
Absolutely.
You don't want to screw it up. You don't want to rush into it.
Nice and slow.
Yeah, nice and slow. Figure out the other person. Figure out what they like, what they don't like. Take your time. And sometimes you gotta cool down a little bit. You gotta have your ice.
You gotta walk away.
These analogies are getting hot, aren't they? I see the camera guy, Rami, he's laughing, so I know we're doing a good job over here. How's it feeling over there, big dog?
Doing great.
Thank you, perfect. Okay, here we go. Ready, Vin? Over the top. How's it look? How's it look? Go ahead and throw one in there just to be safe. Thank you, perfect. That'll do the trick. Right over, strain, strain, strain. Now, let's go ahead and add this. We're gonna go ahead and pulse, 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 my friends. See that? No curdle so far. So far, so good.
It smells great.
It does. It smells fantastic. Now, this part is incredibly important. This is the butter. Go very slow when you're doing this part, okay? It is very important you take your time. I'm gonna do it again, just like building a strong relationship. I'm not gonna stop doing that this entire time you're watching this video. We're gonna go ahead, open the top of the blender, and I'm gonna keep pulsing here very slowly. Nice and slow.
2,000 years later.
Dude, it looks great.
That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
Now for me, I do it a little differently. Everyone's gonna have their own opinion on this. I go ahead and put the ingredients right in this little cup over here. Some fresh tarragon. I did a little bit of salt and some pepper. Some people like to use peppercorn specifically when they're actually making the sauce. I prefer to do it this way. So I'm gonna put that in there. Pulse. All right, there we go. We have it. We're gonna go ahead and let it drip all over the place first, just a little bit, because you know, sometimes when you're building strong relationships, mess happens, and it's okay. As long as you know that there's a process and a plan, and being patient is the most important thing. Our camera guy's smiling because that was right on cue. Go ahead. If you don't use a lemon, the color will be deeper. It won't be as light. I like to use the lemon just to lighten it up and add a little different flavor to it, but that's optional. You can remove it and it'll be a deeper, darker Béarnaise sauce. Then,
That is fantastic.
tastes fantastic with steaks, some French fries. You know, I will tell you this though, butter and all the different eggs, it is not calorie centric, but if you're looking to indulge, you're looking to enjoy some sauce with your steak, although I know generally you're not supposed to do that, this is the perfect way to do it with this incredible Béarnaise sauce that we have right here in front of you. And more importantly, I know it's fun, I enjoy cooking quite a bit, but you know what's been even better for me in my life and my career is the strong, powerful relationships I've been able to build after my 12 years on this journey in the mortgage space. Take care. AIME is here to serve, not just sales tips, but ingredients you can enjoy with your friends and family.